Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back. I'm Van, and we are all the LFR family. And if you're not already with the LFR family, I'm going to need for you to hit that subscribe button right there, Jack. Hit that thing. Hit that thing. I might get back to saying that. I don't know. I just, when you say hit that thing, you say it from your soul. It feels good. That subscribe button, hit it. The only price of admission for my live streams is to simply hit the like button. Thank you so much, guys, for just pulling up. And if you're feeling extra generous, feel free to share the video. Look below the video. You'll see the word share. Copy the link and share it on Facebook inside of the groups, Reddit, LinkedIn, and also X. And make sure you tag me so I can show you some love. What's going on, Schumacher? And Lisa Marie. And I can't even say your name, the guy that said morning to Lisa. But what's going on, Kicks Reacts? All right. So I don't know if y'all have been seeing the videos surfacing the internet of Kamala on 60 Minutes. And I can't wait to see her videos that will be surfacing the internet after she interviews with what's his name, Howard Stern. But let's go ahead and jump into it, man. All right. It's unfortunate that she's so ill prepared when she sits down to be interviewed, but I do the same way I gave props to Tim Waltz when he sat in front of Fox News for his interview. I want to give props to Kamala for sitting down with 60 Minutes because she's been ducking and dodging real interviews for a long time. So I was excited to see her sit in front of somebody that wasn't going to just throw her nothing but softballs. All right. And shout out to the 60 Minutes gentleman, Donald, who I forgot his last name. Feel free to help me out with that one, man. But he was lighting a fire under her tailbone the entire time. The entire time. It was beautiful, but she had an opportunity to answer and just and really put out her plans and show that she is the person she's the right person for the job if she indeed does win the presidency of 2024. But bruh, she hasn't been showing that at all. But CNN, MSNBC, and a bunch of her friends over in her administration they're already blaming Trump. They're blaming Trump. And they're also saying, at least she went on the interview because you have Trump who wouldn't even go on the interview. He won't even go on 60 Minutes. Why? Because he's scared. Nah, Trump simply said, y'all owe me an apology. And until I receive that apology, I'm not going on 60 Minutes at all. It's because he wanted them to talk about some real stuff when he was actually being interviewed his first go round, when he was his second time when he was running against Biden, and the laptop was being hidden and being shut down on every single platform. And then they kept on saying that the information on the laptop couldn't be confirmed and it was fake and all this other stuff. And he was like, what do you mean it's fake? It's not fake. Y'all just want to ask him about the ice cream that he eats and all this other BS. Bruh. Trump was on point. He was on fire, and they refused to apologize to this man because then that means they are admitting that they were wrong the entire time. Let's go and jump into it, guys. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Make sure you hit that like button. That's the only price of admission. I'm about to go get my stitches removed right after this, but I love the fact that I get to spend some time with you guys. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. Our first video is extremely important to me because it shows how the Democrats really feel about Kamala Harris. Let's get into it.
There are reports that say that you have the lowest approval rating of any vice president.
Well, there are polls that also say I have great approval ratings.
Swing voters don't like Harris. How big a drag is Kamala Harris on the ticket?
She's a pretty big drag. I think she was arguably Biden's worst political decision.
They don't like her. There's lots of reasons they don't like her.
Kamala Harris's approval rating is now at 28%, which is an historic low for any modern vice president.
We're hearing it from mainstream media, one outlet after another, one leak after another. That Kamala Harris is the worst vice president ever, the worst politician ever.
We don't see the vice president. What people are saying to me, and I'm sure they're saying it to you, where's the vice president? Some White House officials are feeling that she came off looking unprepared for inevitable questions about when she might visit the southern border.
We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe.
That right there just blows my mind, man. The fact that she answered in that way. How in the world is that your answer, Kamala? And I haven't been to Europe. We've been to the border. Who are we? Are you speaking French now? Thank you so much for the super chat, Sarah. I appreciate it.
And I don't understand the point that you're making.
The point that Lester Holt was making was obvious to anyone else who was watching this interview, which is that the issues at the border are inextricably linked with the portfolio that she's been given.
The border is secure. We have a secure border.
Bidenomics is working. Prices have gone up. And families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more. And we have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up.
He picked Kamala Harris to be his running mate. She was ranked and is ranked as the most liberal senator in the United States Senate. So he could have gone the other way, but he went to the left.
Joe Biden is running for re-election, and I will be his ticket mate. Full stop. Full stop. Sit.
Nobody liked her. Everybody saw the painting on the wall, and they were pointing it out. And these were people who, Morning Joe. Morning Joe. MSNBC, you know how MSNBC feel about Democrats. You know how they feel about the Biden administration. And I know y'all gonna say sometimes Joe he tells the truth. No, he doesn't. He have his moments just like Chris Cuomo, who want to say what other people aren't saying so that he can get the ratings. That's what he does. Thank you so much for the super chat, TX Blue. Bonnet, it says, I'm a new subscriber. Welcome. I appreciate you. I love your show. Keep spreading truth and facts. I really appreciate the love, and thank you so much, and welcome to the LFR family. I appreciate it. Guys, hit the like button. We're about to jump into this 60 minutes conversation. Oh my gracious. Okay, let's jump into the first one. We're not even going to wait, man. All right. So okay. So fresh out the gate, he asked her about the border. Let's talk about this, baby. Let me tell you something. The way he broke this thing down, I don't know how she thought she was going to get around this, but she tried. Oh, she tried. Oh, the first thing we did on day one, we put a bill over into Congress for them to take care of it. And they never did their jobs. That's what kids do. Kids point fingers at other people who were supposed to do the job when you were supposed to. This was your job. You were the border czar. You didn't do it. Y'all had a completely Democratic House, the executive branch, everything. The Senate was Democratic, everything for the first 2 years. Y'all could have done whatever you wanted. Make sure every Democrat know that. In the first 2 years of the Biden administration, they could have done whatever they wanted. But what they decided to do is to open up them borders and have a ball. Bring new shoppers in, bring new voters in. Not only did they bring new shoppers in, flying them in, boating them in, busing them in, but they also gave them money to spend. Okay, all right, I'm gonna be quiet, man. Let's go ahead and jump into this. This is absolutely hilarious to me.
I've been covering the border for years. And so I know this is not a problem that started with your administration.
Correct.
But there was an historic flood of undocumented immigrants coming across the border the first 3 years of your administration. As a matter of fact, arrivals quadrupled from the last year of President Trump. Was it a mistake to loosen the immigration policies as much as you did?
It's a long-standing problem.
It's a long-standing problem. He asked you a question. He asked you a question, woman. It's a long-standing problem from 10 years ago. This problem started in 2016 when the worst man ever became the president. He's a monster. Come on, bro. All right, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna interrupt anymore. All right, let's go.
You did.
It's a long-standing problem. And solutions are at hand. And from day one, literally, we have been offering solutions.
What I was asking was it a mistake to kind of allow that flood to happen in the first place?
I think the policies that we have been proposing are about fixing a problem, not promoting a problem. Okay?
What the hell does that mean? Kamala Harris? Kamala Jane Harris. What the hell does that mean? Kamala Marie Harris? What does that mean? We've been proposing solutions, not a problem. What the hell does that mean? Y'all could have done whatever you wanted to do in your first 2 years. We've been, what? Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing too much talking. Let me go ahead and run this.
Solutions.
What I was asking was it a mistake to kind of allow that flood to happen in the first place?
I think the policies that we have been proposing are about fixing a problem, not promoting a problem. Okay?
But the numbers did quadruple.
And the
under
numbers
your
today,
watch.
because of what we have done, we have cut the flow of illegal immigration by half.
But should you
We
have
have
done
cut
that?
the
Should you
flow
have
of
done that?
fentanyl by half, but we need Congress to be able to act to actually fix the problem.
This right here is a president who does not accept accountability, period. Whether or not you like Kamala or not, Democrats, Republicans, independents, this right here is a person who does not accept accountability. She would not accept the fact that the numbers quadrupled. She just was waiting to make her point, but we also got the numbers down in half. What numbers did you get down in half? The numbers that you quadrupled? You don't get no daggone brownie points for that. You are the one that effed it up. You did that. You and your boy Joe. Oh, they quadruple. This is the third time that you brought that up in this conversation. How come y'all didn't tell me that he was going to be asking me questions like this? Y'all are in my earpiece. Y'all not helping me out. This is not going the same way the debate went. Y'all was helping me out in the debate. Hello, earpiece. Barack, do you have any good answers for this? Hello, earpiece. Hold on one second, sir. Earpiece, come on now. Give me some good answers. I need some good answers. You quadrupled it. You cutting it in half means sugar, honey, iced tea. It don't mean a damn thing. It does not. We cut down the fentanyl deaths. Well, there wouldn't have been so many fentanyl deaths if you didn't F it up. Trump already had a machine in place, and he was working to even make it better. But nope. What she say? Trump wants to run on a problem. We run on solutions. Well, the problem that you tried to run on was the border wall. You was trying to act like the wall was the problem, and Trump's passion for keeping people out of America was supposed to be racist. You did this. Somebody, I don't know if it's kosher, but there should be a person, like there should be every show, this is just me, I'm proposing this. Every show when they're interviewing these politicians, they should have a slap midget. Bear with me, okay? All right. Or call it a slap dwarf, right? Every time these politicians try to skate around a question, they should have the slap midget run on stage and slap the hell out of them. Just spit out their face. This was dumb as hell. She accepted absolutely no accountability whatsoever, and she is actually the border czar. And the sad part is, America, the people who are supporting her, are voting for her, are completely ignoring it, not realizing that they are getting the short end of the stick. We have people who are dying, can't find their families, can't find their homes in North Carolina. And another hurricane, Milton, is on his way to Florida. Helene had already tore up North Carolina, and Kamala gave them $750. Well, when they open these borders and they let these immigrants come in, these illegals come in and not keep track of them, people were getting murdered. People were getting raped. Fentanyl deaths skyrocketed, and they are putting money in their pockets. They are housing them in brand new hotels and apartments. Are you kidding me? Let me interview her. And I'm also, listen, we need a slap midget. I vote for a slap midget, okay? The next time somebody is interviewing Kamala, where's the slap midget? I'm sorry, Madam VP, but you know what time it is, right? Yes, I know. I skated around the question. Bring in the slap midget. And make sure you powder his hands real good so he can slap the hell out of her. She didn't even ask. She didn't even try to answer the question. Let's move on to the next one. Because listen, she did this all night. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, and I promise y'all I'm not crazy, but we definitely need a slap midget for Kamala. I vote for a slap midget. Okay, that's just me. That's just me. All right, that's just me. All right, we got this. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let's go ahead and open this one up because we going to. Hold on. No. Ain't no. But it seems that you be quiet.
But it seems that.
Hold on, brother. God dang it. All right, come on. Let's open this bad boy up. I don't know why I can't open it up properly.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that.
What the hell did she just now say? That was the biggest word salad in the world. He's asking you about Israel and how you guys could help fix that situation. And she just mumble. What the hell did she just say? I don't know what listen, I want to understand what she says. I want to hear her. What did she say? Hold on, listen to this one more time. And guys, we're not being biased here in this live stream. If you can really help me out in the chat and tell me what she's at least trying to say, that would be extremely helpful because I don't know. What the hell is she saying? Okay, here it is again. This lady is something else. Okay, here it is.
Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by.
Okay, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements. Okay, all right, movements. We don't know what kind of movements we're talking about. Could talk about bowel movements because I hear nothing but sugar, honey, iced tea coming from her lips. Okay, let's continue.
Movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
Yeah, what? The work that we have done work towards some movements. Word salad, word salad, word salad, word salad, word salad, word salad. That should be a line dance. I'm thinking somebody should start a line dance called Word Salad. What the hell is she talking about? For real. We definitely need an listen, we need an interpreter. I'm with you, Justin. We need an interpreter. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Is about.
Hold on. Now, this right here is about her plan for the economy. And how do I open this up?
Is about saying that when you invest in small businesses, you invest in the middle class and you strengthen America's economy. Small businesses are part of the backbone of America's economy.
But pardon me, Madam Vice President, the question was, how are you going to pay for it?
Now, I'm glad he asked that because every single time she talks about the economy, she's talking about we're going to create 3 million new houses, new homes. We're going to give you $25,000 for everybody that's a new home buyer. Huh? We're going to invest in small businesses. Yeah. We're going to buy everybody some Doritos and Chico sticks and Slim Jims. Okay, I understand that. But how you gonna pay for these Doritos and Slim Jims and Chico sticks? I know I went way back with the Chico sticks. These youngers don't know nothing about no Chico sticks. I know y'all know about the Chico sticks. Don't tell your age. No, you ain't got to tell your age. Okay, let's hear her break down her brilliant economic plan.
Well, one of the things is I'm going to make sure that the richest among us who can afford it pay their fair share in taxes.
Okay, Barack Obama. That was Barack Obama at the fair share. Listen, but look at her blinking. I want y'all to not miss that part. When he asked her this, she glitched. Kamala just now glitched. When he said, how you going to pay for it? Watch how many times she blinked like, oh, I'm glitching. Okay, watch this.
Or are you going to pay for it?
Well, one of the things is I'm going to make sure that the richest among us who can afford it pay their fair share in taxes. It is not right that teachers and nurses and firefighters are paying a higher tax rate than billionaires and the biggest corporations. And I plan on making that fair.
But we're dealing with the real world here.
Thank you. We're dealing with the real world. And we're going to force these millionaires and billionaires to pay more taxes. Huh? How are you going to do that? Okay, just pop quiz. How are you going to do it? Are you going to change the tax laws? Is that what you're going to do? I think that's what she's trying to do. But in the real world, how are you going to get Congress to vote for that? How are you going to get this to pass? Okay? She is glitching. Ladies, please tell me you see what I'm seeing. I'm asking a lady specifically because I don't want to pick on a woman. I'm really trying my best not to be misogynistic or anything like that. I'm really trying, but this lady is kirking out. All right, let's go.
And I plan on making that fair.
But we're dealing with the real world here.
But the real world includes.
How are you going to get this through Congress?
You know, when you talk quietly with a lot of folks in Congress.
You know, when you talk quietly with a lot of people in Congress, blink.
This through Congress.
You know, when you talk quietly with a lot of folks in Congress.
When you answer, if you ever ask your kids a question, just think about it like this. If you ever ask your kids a question and they start blinking and stuttering and muttering and all that other stuff, you're going to be like, oh, here we go. You about to lie to me. If you ask your significant other came in the house and you didn't know where they was for the last 2 hours, and you just roll with me. Your significant other came in the house and they've been MIA for the last 2 hours, not answering your phone calls. And you ask them, so where have you been? And they start, what you mean where I've been? Why you always ask me questions? What, you don't trust me? Uh-huh. I was out there thinking about how much I love you, baby. I had to clear my mind. I took my phone off and took a walk. And I got her something to eat. I even got you a flower. Could you imagine her in negotiations with Putin, Netanyahu, Xi Jinping, any of these guys? Could you imagine that? My answer is nah.
It includes.
How are you going to get this through Congress?
You know, when you talk quietly with a lot of folks in Congress, they know exactly what I'm talking about because their constituents know exactly what I'm talking about. Their constituents are those firefighters and teachers and nurses.
This lady didn't answer a question. She answered the question talking about, come on, man. Come on. I may not know what I'm talking about, but other people know what I'm talking about. People in Congress, they know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody know what I'm talking about. Huh? If you don't know what I'm talking about, how do you know what you talking about? Huh? That's all I'm talking about. That's all I want to talk about. I want to talk about what you want to talk about. And they know what I'm talking about. Come on, bro. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's sad. It's disingenuous. And Look at how my brother right here breaks down this part where she's blinking, right? And I want y'all to see this. Hold on one second. Okay, hold on one second. Where it go? Hold on one second. I saw somebody break it down. Okay. So check this out. I ran across this young brother, TikTok. He has like 3 million subscribers on TikTok, right? And he's talking about this whole situation and he breaks it down. Look at this right here. When this brother is breaking down the whole blinking part, he did some research. I want y'all to see this right quick, okay? Look at what he says about the blinking that she just now did. Watch this.
How are you actually going to get this through Congress? She started that whole blinking thing again. The most common reason for increased blinking in an interview is nervousness or stress. Interviews can be high-pressure situations, and people often exhibit physical signs of anxiety, such as blinking more than usual. It is a natural response to stress, and most interviewees may not even realize they are doing it. This increase in blinking usually accompanies other signs like fidgeting, sweating, or changes in speech patterns.
You hear that? The most common reason for increased blinking in an interview is nervousness or stress. He asked her about things that she should have answers for, and she got nervous and stressed out. Interviews can be high-pressure situations, and people often exhibit physical signs of anxiety, such as blinking. She just now blinked 50 million times more than usual. It's a natural response to stress, and most interviewees may not even realize they are doing it. This increase in blinking usually accompanies other signs like fidgeting, which she did, sweating, which she is, and changes in speech patterns, which we've seen many times from her. You can't make this sugar honey iced tea up. You cannot make this sugar honey iced tea up. She did a horrific job. Horrific job. Hold on, let me see. Hold on one second. All right, so check this out right here. Here's one more clip from the 60 Minutes interview that I want to share with you guys. And feel free to comment. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comment section, all right? And before I move forward, I just want to shout out to all of my super chatters. Sir Nickel, thank you so much. TX Blue, thank you so much. Doug Van Winkle, love your last name, Van Winkle. Awesome, keeping it 100. Trump Vans 2024. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. DG quadruple minus half equal up to 200%, and it's all your fault. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that super chat and your message. Kim, we don't know how much drugs have come on. Listen, she's definitely on something, bro. She's on that booger sugar. We already seen in my last video. Sarah Nickel, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Lucid Dreams, Kamala's comment on a daddy podcast about not being humble made me despise the woman. No class. Love you, Van. I didn't even watch that interview, and I'm surprised that she did it, but I know why. She knows that if we start judging that interview, that she's going to go straight to the women and say, look, they can't even watch women have real conversations without trying to talk bad about us, and it's a setup. Victory in you. Thank you, Lucid Dreams. Victory in you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I still hear so many people who I still know so many people who don't pay attention or even vote. It's so frustrating. Lord help us. Lord help us all. Thanks for speaking up, my brother. No problem. Thank you for listening. And Doug Van Winkle, trying to understand her words equal migraine. And I'm with you 1,000%. Let's get into it.
Tell you what your critics and the columnists say.
Okay.
They say that the reason so many voters don't know you is that you have changed your position on so many things. You were against fracking. Now you're for it. You supported looser immigration policies. Now you're tightening them up. You were for Medicare for all. Now you're not. So many that people don't truly know what you believe or what you stand for. And I know you've heard that.
In the last,
listen, I'm from a middle class family, just like you. And from a middle class home. You know, my mom, she was middle class. If there was a whole class, we wasn't in front and we wasn't in the back. We was in the middle. And we loved our lawns.
that.
In the last 4 years, I have been Vice President of the United States, and I have been traveling our country, and I have been listening to folks and seeking what is possible in terms of common ground. I believe in building consensus. We are a diverse people, geographically, regionally, in terms of where we are in our backgrounds. And what the American people do want is that we have leaders who can build consensus, where we can figure out compromise and understand it's not a bad thing, as long as you don't compromise your values, to find common sense solutions.
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to switch positions in policy and not to stand on business, as long as you don't compromise who you are inside. That is such a bullshit answer. I apologize for not saying sugar, honey, iced tea, but it would have missed its effect. That is a BS answer. I've traveled the world. I've spoken to many people. Who gives a frack? Who cares? What, is that what you are? I thought you was the vice president of the United States of America. I didn't know that you was a motivational speaker. You can barely even goddamn speak, even when unless the teleprompter is on. So I pray to God you wasn't going around and teleprompting people all the damn time the way you do. She just simply said, me switching up positions, that's normal. That's life, baby. That's life. It's not. You have some people who have been standing on the same thing. You have some people who got into politics to change certain ways that we do things, or to add something to the mix that will make life better for everybody. But this simpleton just now said, I switched positions 9 different times because, you know, we have a freedom to do so. I'm a woman. I can wear my hair today, I can wear it down, and I can wear it up tomorrow. You know, I can cut it off. I cut half of it off. You know, it's just like hair. Policies are like hair, right? Am I right? Am I right? I can get a perm. I can get a blowout. I can get a bob. I can get a weave. I can get a perm. I can wear a wig. Huh? I can wear cornrows. I can get some Whoopi Goldberg locks tomorrow. That's what policies are about. And when I become president, I'm going to make sure that no policy remains the same. Yesterday's policies will change tomorrow. Was that a good answer? Please tell me it was good. Please don't call the slap midget. Please don't call out the slap midget. She's going to be waking up in her nightmares, dreaming about the slap midget. If I become your interviewer, please listen. Please let me interview you. And also, if y'all know any midgets who don't mind slapping the hell out of Kamala Harris, please let them know that I'm accepting applications. Shit. This is nuts, bruh. This is nuts. How in the world? I'm sorry, man. Let me be quiet. I'm sorry. Lord, I apologize. I apologize, Father. Father God, in the name of Jesus. You know my heart, okay? You know my heart. I mean no harm. But Kamala Harris deserves a slap midget. More than any other politician. She deserves the slap. She deserves a slap the hell out of her. I'll even, and so that I not mess things up with the women, I'll make sure that the midget is a woman, you know? Well, why not? Slap the hell out you. Whew. Goodness gracious. Raising New Stars. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. It says, thank you. You are doing God's work. Hey, the slap midget is going to definitely do God's work. Thank you so much for the super chat and for the support. Franimal the animal. Enjoy your content and your faith. You speak truth. Man, y'all are so dope. Thank you so much for joining. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal, man. I don't know what it is. How in the hell could anybody vote for her? I don't know. All right, so aside, let me just say this, guys, and thank you so much, Michelle, for the super chat. I appreciate your offering and your support as well. All I'm gonna say is this. This is what I want y'all to take away from this. She don't know what the hell she's talking about because she can't communicate it. She know that time is running thin, so she's trying to put her face out there as much as possible. She also know that Democrats don't give a damn about anything she's saying. She knows that they're going to protect her. She knows that MSNBC and CNN, the people who control the propaganda of her supporters and her voters, will make sure that she come out smelling like a bed of roses, no matter how she performs, whether well or not. She don't care about that. This is a big ass slap in our face. That's why we need a slap midget for her. We definitely need a slap midget for her. She supports everything demonic. And honestly, and I said this before, I think she's a beautiful woman. And I think she has a beautiful spirit as well. She's a human being. She deserves to be treated with respect. She does not deserve to be the president of the United States of America. She does not. She can probably work in one of the offices as an administrator or something, or even go back to law. Go back to law. Do some law. Go back to law. Clearly, you can do that. But the last three and a half years, she hasn't done anything worthy of voting her in as the president of the United States. She has not. And if she has, please let me know, and I will shut the hell up. I will shut up. She was asked about the economy, didn't have a good answer. She was asked about immigration. She did not have a good answer. She was asked about flip-flopping. She did not have a good answer. Bruh, what the holy hell? She never has a good answer. She continues to try to blame Trump. I don't get this. I have a household. Me and my wife, we bring in a salary. Our salaries are supposed to take care of us and our family, right? And extended families that we help out from time to time. If we were to wake up tomorrow and there was 20 other people in our house, let's call them illegal immigrants, 20 other people in our house that we got to take care of, we're going to be able to do less for us, for our family, less for our home in the case of emergencies, less for our extended families if they need us as well. The pie thins. It's more slices. They didn't contribute, but they're taking everything away, right? I'm not saying I'm against illegal immigration. I mean, I'm against immigration. I'm not against immigration. I'm completely for immigration, 1,000%, as long as we do it correctly, right? But we got to do it with some common sense. And this lady right here, she's not ready. She's not ready, guys. I'm sorry. All of you heavy-hitting Democratic, liberal content creators, why do y'all cap so hard for her? Why do y'all cape so hard for her and then lie so much for her? This is all out there. She cannot hold her own. She will not be a strong president. And it's unfortunate that this is our option in the event, because, you know, people are going to hate vote. They're going to hate vote, meaning they're going to vote against Trump simply because they hate him. They're going to vote against Trump simply because they hate him. And that is so irresponsible. It's so irresponsible. She's going after our Second Amendment. She's going after our First Amendment. Come on, guys. Really? Really? I'm not in a position to be ashamed of anyone. But for people who believe that she's a viable candidate, I'm ashamed of you. I'm ashamed of you. I really am. I have nothing positive to say about you whatsoever. You are also demonic. You are against family. You are against freedom. You are against the Constitution if you support Kamala Harris. And if I'm wrong, go ahead. Put your argument out there. I'm listening. Until then, thank y'all so much for pulling up. All of my blues, y'all are absolutely phenomenal. Lisa Marie, Schumacher, DB, Angel, all of you guys. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to the LV Nation who pulled up. Y'all are dope. LFR family, thank you so much for always showing up when we go live. And thank you for sharing the videos and liking the videos, guys. We got 2,000 people in here. We don't have 2,000 likes. That's a problem. Get them likes up. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal, man. Love y'all. And don't forget to go check out our other videos. And if you have anything for me to report on, feel free to send it my way. I got some more videos that's coming up. Did y'all hear about disaster equity? There are people in FEMA who actually believe that the LGBTQAI plus community should receive more funds in North Carolina because they're gay. I promise you, I'm not making this sugar honey iced tea up. I'm not making this up. And it's all her fault because she's going around the world talking about equity. It's about everybody don't start on the same level, but they should end up with everything and even more. And even more because they started behind. They should get extra cheese and extra rice and extra fries and extra lettuce. This lady is retarded. Love y'all. See you on the next live stream. Continue to be easy. And thank you so much for pulling up all of my super chatters. Thank y'all so much for the extra help. Y'all are so appreciated and dope. All right. I'll see you on the next live stream. Peace.